So if you're new to my channel, my name is Caroline and I'm actually super excited about this video because it's my very first cooking video here on my channel, and I'm actually so excited about you guys to actually see this video because I have had a lot of fun filming it. Today I'm going to give you guys 3 healthy and quick lunch ideas for school. And yeah, if you would like to see more of these types of cooking videos on my channel, please give me a thumbs up and also leave a comment down below if you have anything in particular you would like me to make in one of these videos. And I'm super excited, so without any further ado, let's just jump right into this video.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to make are these absolutely freaking delicious wraps, and they're super easy to make. You will only need some sliced chicken, some cherry tomatoes, some lettuce, paprika, spring onion, cucumber, cream cheese, and obviously a tortilla, and I'm going for a whole grain one because it's healthier. The next thing you're going to do is take some of that cream cheese and apply it to the tortilla, and make sure to spread it evenly all across the entire thing, and especially around the edges of the tortilla, because this will kind of function as the glue later when we're going to roll it together, so it will prevent it from undoing itself. After having spread out the cream cheese evenly, it's time to fill the wrap, and you're going to start off with some washed lettuce and just place this in the middle of the wrap because we're going to roll it up, and if you place it in the middle it's easier. After lettuce, I'm just going to cut up some cucumber, and here the amount is totally up to you. It depends on how much you like the vegetables you're going to put inside your wrap, and I'm actually putting a lot of cucumber because I love it. And yeah, what I like about this wrap is that you can totally put whatever you feel like inside it. So if you don't like one vegetable, you can just switch it up and change it with another. Then it's time to add some paprika, and I freaking love this sweet paprika that kind of looks like a chili, if you know what I mean. And I absolutely love this, so I think I almost put in half of a paprika, guys. I am obsessed with vegetables. The last thing I'm going to do vegetable wise is apply some spring onion, just to kind of give the wrap a bit more flavor. Never mind, this was not the last step. This is the last step, adding the tomatoes, because I totally forgot the cherry tomatoes. But yeah, just cut them up. I'm cutting mine in half sort of, and in some slices, and I'm just popping them in there. The next thing you're going to do is take your chicken, or you can take turkey or ham or whatever you feel like, and just pop it on top of the vegetables. Lastly, you're just going to roll your wrap, and make sure to wrap it and roll it as tightly as you can, because this will ensure that the vegetables doesn't fall out. To make this roll of deliciousness easier to eat, you're just going to take your knife and you're going to cut it in 2. And then obviously the last step is to put it in your lunchbox, and I'm also going to pop an apple in there just for a snack during the day or something. And here you have the very finished result, and it's absolutely delicious. This next recipe is for those of you who are in a hurry, because it's super easy to do and it only takes about 5 minutes. So for these open sandwiches you will need some cheese, butter, an apple, and 2 slices of whole grain bread. The first thing you're going to do is just spread a little bit of butter on top of the slices of bread, just so that they don't get dried out. Then you're going to take those 2 slices of cheese and just put them on top of the bread. To give the open sandwiches some color and also make them the most delicious thing in the entire world, you're just going to cut up a red apple. And make sure that it's a red apple, because a green apple will not work as well with cheese as red apples do. Unfortunately, leaving the apples like this would make them turn brown, so if you want to prevent this, just pop them inside a Ziplocker bag or inside some cling film, because this will prevent them from turning brown. Then you're just going to stack the slices of bread on top of each other and just put them inside your lunchbox. Lastly, I just popped a carrot inside of my lunchbox, but you can use whatever vegetable or fruit you want, and you're ready to go. And seriously guys, if you haven't tasted an apple and cheese sandwich before, you have been missing out big time. We have come to the very last recipe, which is this seriously amazingly delicious vegetable omelette. So for this recipe we will need 2 eggs, and you can also use whatever vegetables you want. I'm just going to go with sweet paprika, salt, mushrooms and some spring onion. The very first thing you're going to do in this recipe is just to take all of your vegetables and just chop them up, and I'm going to chop off my mushrooms first, and I love a lot of mushrooms because it's my favorite vegetable. And then I'm chopping up some paprika and some spring onion to give it a bit more flavor, and yeah, just prepare your vegetables first. Then I'm just going to put the vegetables aside for now and start on the omelette batter. And for this, the first thing you're going to do is crack open your eggs and put them inside of a bowl, obviously. Then you're just going to apply 3 tablespoons of water, a little dash of salt, and lastly you're just going to take a fork and whisk it all together. And I am going to whisk until it gets quite foamy because it gives the most fluffy omelette batter ever. Then you're just going to pop a little bit of butter inside of a frying pan and heat it up before you add your vegetables, and those you're kind of just lightly roasting inside of the pan. When the vegetables are cooked through, you're just going to kind of distribute them all over the frying pan before you add the omelette batter. Then you're just going to cook your omelette until the eggs on top has kind of dried out a little bit, and underneath it should have a beautifully brown golden color. When it's done, you can just pop it inside of your lunchbox, but you should wait a little bit with putting the lid on, because if you do it when it's warm, it will get soggy, and that is not pleasant. And here you have the finished, absolutely delicious vegetable omelette.
So that, my beautiful friends, was the end of this week's video, and if you decide to recreate any of these recipes at home, please post a picture on Instagram or Twitter. I will leave my usernames for those social medias on the screen here somewhere, and I will also leave them down below in the information box, as I always do. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!